squaring up, we could go out later.
Hmm?
I said we could go out later.
Yeah, may as well. Not going very far with this lot.
Sorry, am I disturbing you?
No. It's always harder to work here than it is in Leeds.
Have you got much left to do?
Yeah, enough. But it'll keep. A walk sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I've had enough of taught for one day.
Taught?
You wouldn't want to know.
Hi, we're not disturbing you, are we?
No, we're just deciding what to do with the day.
Oh, well, that's what I came to ask you about. Jack and I want to go and have a look at a venison farm near Connaughton. See if we can get some ideas.
So would we mind looking after Robert?
Well, yeah, would you? Won't be very interesting for him if he comes with us, and he's promised to be good.
Good? We can't have that. You're not allowed to be good when you're little, are you, Robert?
No.
That'll be fine. I tell you what, we'll have some lunch, then we'll go out for a walk, but you'll need your wellies.
Yeah. Mum, can I have Wally's?
Yeah, of course you can. Thanks, Rachel. Well, both of you. We'll only be a couple of hours or so.
Take your time. We've got nothing else to do.
Oh, there you are, Robert. That's what you should do when you grow up. Be a student and laze around all day.
Well, that was a waste of time.
What?
The paper, there's nothing in it. Is there anything you want me to do?
Don't think so. Quiet, isn't it?
Without the rain, you mean? Oh, I think I can get used to it. Anyway, you should be glad she's gone home. It's about time you had a bit of peace and quiet.
Well, I am in a way. But I got used to her having her here. At least she was a bit of life around the place.
Oh, meaning I'm not?
No, I didn't mean that.
You know, I still don't know what was going on with her. Not really. It's more than just an argument with the mother, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I still can't tell you. Anyway, I think most of it's sorted out now.
Oh, well. Glad somebody's life's sorted.
Must be hard, sitting around waiting for the trial.
It'd be easier if I knew when it was happening.
I thought you would have done by now.
Nah, they'll just send me a letter near the time.
And what about the witnesses?
Same thing, I suppose.
Seems daft to me. Are you worried?
Suppose I will be when it gets a bit closer. Right now, I'm just bored.
Sorry, I can't help. I can't think of much for you to do.
It's okay. I was planning on going into Otten. I've looked in the job centre, they might have some casual work.
Oh, well, better than being bored round here.
Yeah, I suppose so. Mind you, can't see anyone offering me a job.
Why not? You're a good worker, a good handyman.
Oh, yeah, I can just see it. How long will you be available, Mr. Feldman? Or, I don't know, it depends when my trial comes up.
Well, they might not ask. Anyway, there's no harm in going and seeing. Might be something.
Yeah, might as well. It's better than doing nothing, I suppose.
Don't tell me you haven't moved from there since I went out.
I've been reading. You're always saying I should read more.
Yes, but what I had in mind was more Dickens or Shakespeare. Who on earth is that?
Sinead O'Connor.
And what kind of a haircut do you call that, then?
It's good, innit? I thought I might have mine done like it.
Not while you're under my roof, you won't.
Oh, Mum, I thought you'd like it. I was going to get a tattoo as well.
And you can just stop winding me up, young woman.
Got you going.
Do you want a coffee?
Won't mind.
Did the social worker ring while I was out?
No, no one did.
Oh, well, she'll still be coming this afternoon, then. She said she'd ring if she was changing us.
Why ain't it Janet?
Don't know, love, she didn't say.
Don't know why they want to see us anyway.
Well, I suppose it's because you've moved back in here. They need to know where you are and who you're with.
Sounds like 1984. Big sister's watching you.
Oh, so you have read something besides those magazines, then?
Only because I had to. What are you doing?
Well, I know things are expensive, but I was sure I hadn't spent that much.
Sorry?
Do you know, I think I must have dropped a £5 note in one of the shops. Oh, I'll go and see if that kettle's boiled.
I'll get it.
You sit down. Put your feet up.
Oh, thanks, love.
Hi. Bit cold with the top down, isn't it?
I like driving it like this. Anyway, the heater's busted, wouldn't make much difference.
Oh, well, try jiggling the lever side to side. It's happen to me sometimes. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should do it.
All right, thanks. Do you fancy a spin?
No, I'm taking Elizabeth out to lunch. Another time, perhaps.
Oh, well.
It's a bit warmer, eh?
Yeah. I was off to see Archie anyway. See ya.
Right, bye. Elizabeth!
Can we go down there? There'll be a lot more mud.
Looks like you're doing all right already. Well, if we go that way, we come out by the river, but it's longer.
It's all right by me.
And me.
All right. I'm glad I'm not the one who has to wash the mud off his trousers when we get home.
What's this? Roadside repairs?
I've joined the AA, Archie's Auto Services.
You should join the AA. We are AC. You won't get me coming out in the middle of the night if you break down miles from anywhere.
Well, why not? You can borrow Seth's bike.
I hope you haven't got Alice under there as well.
No, she's at home when Nicky came home for his dinner. Egg and chips if you're interested.
I'm on my way to meet Eric.
Oh, sorry, Melia. He just got back. I think he's missing the Spitfire.
He may, but I don't. Especially not this weather. He never could get that heater working.
Oh, it'll be all right. I can fix it.
If you take my advice, you two would do better to give this thing a decent burial instead of wasting your time working on it.
A couple of hours work and it'll be sound.
Oh, I've heard that before. Hey, that's my car!
What?
Well, my car, and it wasn't Eric driving.
It can't have been.
It was. I'm sure it was.
You know, JS won't be sorry that you're back in Leeds again.
The hours he works, he probably won't even notice.
Don't bet on it. I reckon he'll be round 10 minutes after he gets off work.
Well, if he's not, I want to know why. Come on, Robert, we're leaving you behind.
You're both getting quite serious.
Not serious. I like him, though.
He's all right. For an older brother.
Eric?
In here.
Eric, you are here. I just saw someone driving our car. Where is it?
I think you better come and sit down.
Why? What's happened?
I'm afraid it's been repossessed.
What?
I don't know. I think Mum and Dad would like you to be a barrister, and it's where the real money is in the end.
Does that mean you'll have to move down to London?
Not necessarily. You could do it on various provincial circuits. But I think, you know, you really have...
Oh, my God! Help!
Quick, Michael! Oh, Michael! You've got to get him! Quick! Keep moving! Quick, help him! Quick, Michael, help him! Quick! Robert, move! Come on, Michael!
do you feel?
I'm cold.
Come on, let's get him home, get him to bed.
Yeah.
Run this way, it's quickest.
But how could you let him just come and take it? It's mine.
Elizabeth, I didn't have any option. He had all the paperwork. Court orders, proof of ownership.
We didn't have to give him the keys. You could have made him leave without it.
Oh, please, he wasn't the sort of chap you argued with.
Well, why didn't you say you hadn't got them?
Oh, come on, he saw me driving up in it. Anyway, he had his own set of keys.
I don't believe it. I'm phoning the police. People can't just come and take away your car like that. I paid for it.
It won't do any good. The police can't do anything.
It's my car.
The best thing you can do is to phone the finance company. They will explain the situation.
I don't care about the finance company. I'm phoning the police. As far as I'm concerned, someone just stole my car.
I'll go and run a bath.
Michael, why don't you go have a bath next door? I'll look after Robert.
Oh, you okay?
Boris and my Mark's closed, they won't mind.
Right.
Right, come on, young man. Let's get you in that bath.
Thank you. I'll certainly know who to go to the next time I have something stolen. The fire brigade. Oh.
Come on, darling, come and sit down. Come on.
I don't want to sit down. I want to do something.
Come on, I'll make us a cup of tea. Come on.
What, Eric? How could this happen? We paid Mr. Knowles £900 for that car. How can someone come and just take it away?
Because Mr. Knowles didn't pay the HP installments before he sold it on to you.
But what does it matter what he did? I mean, that's between him and the HP company. They should get the money off Mr. Knowles.
Yes, well, I think that's the problem. They can't get the HP off him, so legally the car is still theirs.
It's my car.
What did the police have to say?
What you just said. Oh, they said we could try suing him.
Yes, well, if Mr. Knowles had any money, I'm sure the finance company would have got it by now.
Yes, they said that as well.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to chalk this one down to experience.
£900 down the drain? Eric, why didn't you stop me?
What?
Well, you know about these things. You should have checked before you let me buy it.
Hello, Mrs. Nelson. I'm Fiona Goodwin. From social services. That's right, yes. Oh, right, come in.
Lorraine.
Hiya. Sorry to interrupt your music. Well, I'm not. Do you want a drink? Coffee? Tea? Coffee would be great, yes. It won't be a minute.
Why ain't Janet here?
She's been promoted, so I've taken over her casework.
She said she'd keep in touch.
I saw her this morning. She said to say hello.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Lorraine. That's what happens. Anyway, how are you? How's it feel to be back home again?
It's nice. Is that why you came, to see him all right? Or is there something else?
Partly to see that you settled in okay, yes.
And there's something else?
I think we should wait till your mum's with us.
There you go. Now, don't get them mixed up.
Why not?
Because Michael's has got whiskey in it.
Oh, thanks.
I want whiskey in mine.
I think you're a little bit too young for that. Are you warm enough? What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
Your clothes are going to take a while, especially your jumper.
Oh, I just remembered my jacket's still by the river.
Well, you can't go and get it. I'll get it when Jack and Sarah get back.
It was a good job you were there, Michael.
Yeah, lucky. Lucky for you, eh, Robert? I didn't see you until you dived in.
Well, I was just about to call out, and then I saw Robert taking a dive.
I didn't dive. I slipped.
Hi, everybody. Michael, what's he doing here?
What's going on?
Mum, Dad, I fell in the river.
I'm afraid it's not very good news. The Crown Prosecution Service have decided not to go ahead with proceedings against your father, Lorraine.
You must be joking.
I'm really sorry, Lorraine.
But why not?
Because they can't be sure of a successful prosecution.
Well, that can't be right. He's guilty. We know he is.
I know he is, but it's not enough that we know it. The evidence against him in this case is just Lorraine. There's no backup medical evidence. There's no one else involved.
But Lorraine knows what he did. She could tell them.
I'm sorry, I really am. But perhaps it's for the best. As yours was the only evidence against him, well, any court case would be very difficult for you.
I wouldn't care.
I'd want to tell him everything he did to me.
I know. But try and look on the positive side. At least we got Jenny away from him before he could do anything to her. And that's what matters most.
Sure about that, are you?
Absolutely. Now that we know about Derek, we'll be keeping an eye on him to make sure that he never does anything like this again.
Oh, yeah. You can guarantee that, can you? Suppose he just moves away.
Well, what can I say, Lorraine? If I had my way, he'd be locked up now.
Yeah, but you don't, do you? You can't do anything.
Not as much as we'd like, no. But we did stop him, and that's what matters. Has anyone told you that you can apply for criminal injuries compensation?
Yeah, the police said.
I don't want compensation. I want him to go to jail.
I know, but a court needs more proof than we can give them.
You mean they wouldn't believe me? That's it, innit? They think I was lying.
Love, nobody thinks you're lying. We know you're telling the truth.
Then why wouldn't they believe me? I'd tell him what he did to me. I'd tell him.
I know. I'm sorry, Lorraine. There's nothing we can do.
She promised. Janet promised me. She didn't care. None of you do. You never have.
Joe, is this a surprise?
Well, just passing. I thought I'd see how you were.
Come in.
Is it all right? I'm not interrupting anything.
No, please. Haven't seen anyone all day.
Neil away, is he?
Yes, he's in London on business. He won't be back till tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad I popped in then. Long time since I've seen you.
It is. Look, take your jacket off. Come through. Would you
So
like
have you
a-
been there?
Sorry, go on.
Oh, no. After you.
Joe, I am glad to see you.
What do you reckon then? All legal and above board. I've got a certificate to prove it. Archie Brooks, registered childminder.
Are you sure you want them both?
Yeah. Well, the way I look at it, they'll be company for each other. And if they're amusing themselves, well, it's going to be easy for me, isn't it?
Until they start falling out about who plays with what.
Yeah. I'll make sure there's two of everything.
Optimist. What does Nick think about it?
Oh, no problem. I mean, likes the idea. You know, as long as Alice is happy. I mean, they're happy enough now, aren't they?
Suspiciously quiet, if you ask me. OK, how much?
Well, 165 an hour's are going right.
Done.
Oh, great. Starting Monday.
Starting in half an hour, if Michael doesn't get back. I've got to get to work.
What is it?
I went into Houghton to the job centre, but that was this morning.
Right, thanks for the tea. Come in, Alice, we better get off.
See you next Monday, then.
Yeah, great, yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. See you.
I can't stop thinking about it. He could have drowned and it would have been my fault.
It was both of us. I wasn't looking either.
He wasn't near the water when we last looked. Honestly, Jack.
Look, you're not to blame, Rachel. He could have fallen in if he'd been right beside you.
Yeah, Jack's right. It was just an accident. He reached out and he slipped in.
I still feel responsible. I was responsible.
It could have happened just the same if Sarah or me had been there. You can't watch kids every minute.
Well, he's happy enough in bed. He's got his cars running up and down the blankets.
No sign of a temperature.
Well, he seems fine. Michael, anything else you need?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thanks. I ought to be getting back, really.
I'll give you a lift.
No, it's all right. I don't mind the walk.
Well, it's the least I can do.
No, honestly. Anyway, you're already late for milking.
Look, Michael, if anything had happened to Robert, I don't know what I'd have done.
I only did what anyone else would have done.
No, not anyone. And I mean that. Just saying thank you isn't enough. I'm in your debt. And if there's ever anything I can do for you, well...
Thanks.
Lorraine, love, I have to go. Are you sure you don't want me to get you something to eat?
No, I'm not hungry.
Listen, love, would you rather I stayed? I can always ring Mr. Turner if you want to talk.
No, it's okay. I'm all right, honest.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't fuss.
That's what mothers are supposed to do. All right, but will you promise you get yourself something to eat later on? There's plenty in the fridge.
I will.
All right, then, love. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Well, I think Eric Pollard is wishing he'd never sold it.
Was always breaking down. Broke down all the time when Zoe had it.
I don't think Mark's bothered, though. Too busy driving around the village in it, with the hood down as well.
What, in this weather?
Yeah, he must be freezing. But he'd never admit it. Might ruin his image.
I'd like to see that.
Well, why don't you pop down to the Woolpack tonight? He's bound to drive past. He's up and down that village every half hour.
Maybe.
Go on, if Neil's in London.
No, I don't really feel like it. Not tonight.
OK, fine. I best get off. Got to see Frank about some meeting.
Well, thanks for coming, Joe.
Well, my pleasure. And if you ever do fancy a drink, just give us a call.
Yeah.
I mean it, Kim. You can't stay away from the village forever. I'll always be there. Any time you want a friend, OK?
OK.
Is everything all right?
I suppose so.
How about Meg? Is she any better?
A bit. She sent me out. She said she didn't want me hanging around and getting in her way.
Yes, I do know the feeling.
At the house, Michael, then? Michael, why? Well, I just wondered if you'd caught cold or anything after this morning.
What's been going on?
Haven't you seen him yet?
No.
We saved Robert. We were walking by the river. Robert fell in. Michael was there, dived in and saved him.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for Michael.
Elizabeth, there's no possible way I could have stopped you buying it. Your mind was made up.
I still think you could have said something.
You were determined to buy that car, and I defy anyone, when you are determined, to try and stop you.
Oh, nonsense. I'm always willing to listen to reason.
If you listened to me about the Spitfire, none of this would have happened in the first place.
I'll have a large vodka and tonic.
Women. Large vodka and tonic, please, and a large whiskey.
Right you are.
What's the answer, Seth?
Answer to what?
Women. Come on, you must know. Survived Meg's temper all these years. And her cooking. What's the secret?
You've no call to be saying that.
Oh, come on, you say it often enough yourself.
I says maybe. Don't give other folk right to be saying things. You leave our Meg alone.
Hello, Mum. Give us a drink, then.
Lorraine?
That'll do.
Lorraine, what on earth do you think you're doing?
Having a drink, Mum. What does it look like?
You go home this minute. What would people think?
Who cares what people think? I don't.
Come on, my dear.
I knew you were obsessed.
Get off! You don't care. You never looked after me.
Come on, Lorraine, don't be silly.
Silly? It's her that's being silly.
Don't blow it now, eh?
Why don't you go home, Lorraine?
Why don't you just shut up?
That sort of thing won't help you or your mother.
What's it to do with you?
Lorraine, stop it now.
It's all right, Carol. I do understand.
Just stop pushing your nose in, eh?
Lorraine!
Now, come on, my dear. I do know how difficult it is for you.
What? What do you mean?
Well, I just think you should go home.
You know, don't you? I bet they all know, don't they? You can't keep anything quiet, can you? Not even about me.
Lorraine, nobody knows.
You couldn't even keep my dad off me. Then you have to tell everybody. I hate you.